looking at, the DCMA lawyers bullshit and everything, and, what he's been pushing through and everything, I decided to take preemptive action. See, I know I can't, if the law changes and everything, I can count on GitHub to, suddenly change and reverse course about publicly hosting, YT-Dlp, and I can't fully count on the fact that YT-Dlp will, move their repository elsewhere or anything the way that bypass paywalls clean, did and everything to like GitFlick or whatever. Let me, you know, bypass paywalls clean, out on. Let's look at this. Extensions. Wait, that's not. Yeah, there. Let's see. Yeah, GitFlick.ru. That's a really great extension right there and everything, but you have to. You really have to, go to a Russian website and everything and install it yourself manually because they took it out of there. The floor story. I can't count on the fact that they'll move, where they host it and everything. So I decided to clone it, knowing that there's active and pending litigation and everything. Because now, I've got the code, and so, I can compile it myself, and if, they do get it censored, I can submit that somewhere else, myself on my own account and everything, and I can share it, and get it, distributed widely and on every cloud server and everything and all over the place, and only give it to people that I can trust and everything, and yeah, so, the whole repository is now cloned and everything, and so, yeah, fuck you, I'm already taking steps to prep just in case you win and come out ahead on this. I'm just not happening, man, not having it. So there you go, I got the code and everything, and, I've been learning now for a long while. Oh, wow. That's incredible, the diversity of sites that I can stream rip from. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, just wow. Oh, that's incredible. Well, if it was on Linux, I could pass it to Les there, but unfortunately, I'm not. I don't know. Does PowerShell support? No, yes, it does. Very nice. Learning here in real time. The shell. If you saw my previous video, I'm obviously, learning PowerShell and everything, and, starting to understand PowerShell syntax and everything. And this is all because I prefer the command line in a big way and everything, although you do see, that I'm more of a Linux shell person and everything, and, the commands that I know are more, I can translate them into DOS, and everything, but I get confused going back and forth between a DOS shell and a Linux shell. Another thing I like about PowerShell is that if I type ls, it doesn't, bitch at me. It's all alias to dir and everything by default, because they know there are people like me that are going back and forth between the WSL or Gen 2 machines in the other room and, running Windows and Linux. And that experience of going back and forth between DOS and, it does get confusing at times. And, I definitely do appreciate having ls, on Windows, although being able to -A would be good. Very nice. The power at my fingertips here. Fix it. Oh crap. There's a return key? Really? There we go. So, hell yeah, I can actually type commands on PowerShell. Very nice. Anyways, yeah, I've now cloned the YT-Dlp repository because I'm prepping. You know, this is not really, this is a break glass moment, you know, for me. It's not really I'm not 100% certain that, you know, the other parties are going to win in this, but just in case.